I don't... Why? He says. Hey, that guy is really short, sort of... I mean, the way he looks at you, it's like you and him are... His voice trails off, surprise shock blooming on his face, in his eyes. Are you? He says, his voice rising on those words. Are you? Oh, I see his eyes. I see what he thinks he knows. He sees but doesn't. He sees I am one of those girls hooking up with an old guy, finding a daddy figure to love, cuddle them, give them gifts, and make them crazy using boys like Jake. But it doesn't matter now. Not now. Yes, I say yes. I am with him, but I have to get away from him. You can help. Just be here tonight. Just be here and... Save you? He says, taking one step back, then another. You're... Holy shit. You're serious. Bring your sister, I was going to say. Bring your sister. But that is what will save me. I feel Ray watching me, judging me. Alice, Alice, Alice. You lied to me. You aren't my little girl. You have to be punished. Why do you make me do these things? They hurt me so much more than they hurt you. Please, I say to Jake. Please be here. Just you and your sister. Be here. Right here. I will be here, and I'll stop him, he says, weird, scared, happy expression twitching across his face. You want me to stop him? He can't. There is no way he ever could. How can he not see that? But I don't say that. Just watch his eyes. Watch feelings cross like shadows. Pity, understanding, horror lost. Broken girls will do anything, and in the end, that's what he sees. They are empty inside, and nothing can fill them. But they will let you try. I'll be here, he says, and grins, standing up taller, dreaming. I'll get you, and when he comes and everything goes down, then we'll see worlds trail off. I watch him dream like a once-upon-a-time little girl used to. Big dreams. Impossible dreams. He can't stop Ray. Nothing can, nothing will. But the plan will work now. The plan will still work. Yes, I say, and force myself to touch his arm, sliding my hand across his skin like he's Ray, like I must do to show Ray how much I love him, how glad I am that he takes care of me. Yes, you can fix everything, tonight. I think he will want to go home and dream, but he is not a once-upon-a-time little girl. He knows what I can do, what I am, and wants it. Can you come to the car, okay? Tonight, I'll protect you, I swear. Lie. I see his boy eyes, and saving me is nothing to him. Glory for himself, maybe making it so his sister can never play here again. Look at what almost happened to you. Look at what the world can do. That's what he'll say to her. In the end, he will leave me to Ray, to his anger, but he does not understand that Ray knows about him, needs him. I'll protect you, he says again in the car, and I see him wondering what it's like, what I do with Ray, what he does with me. How'd you hook up with the guy anyway? You don't think you love him or some shit like that, do you? But me, maybe you could, right? Yes, I say, and try not to think of Ray and how furious he is, how furious he will be, how he will be waiting. Yes, me, he asks, swallowing down another 2 pills as he fumbles with my clothes, with a condom. You, I say, just a word, just a nothing, like this, like him. You, Ray, you, Jake, you. Alice, I will always pick you. Alice, I will always be whatever you want. It's what I was made for. It's all I know how to do. 48. Leave Jake daisy-eyed, dark part of his eyes huge like flowers that grow on the side of the road, little yellowing, always drying petals, with huge black centers. Ray is waiting over to the side, walks away when I head toward him, but manages to be my shadow to the bus stop. Shadow is so big, mouth grim, watches when I get on the bus. Wait for everyone to get on, wait for the transfer bus to arrive, for everyone that wants to get on to do so, struggling with bags and flash and exact change only. See Ray's truck behind us when we pull onto the road. On the bus I sit numb, 1 stop, 2 stop, 3 stop, 4 people getting on and off, some with bags, groceries, work, huge purses that hold tiny phones. 2 girls giggling with pink glossy mouths get on and sit in front of me. Shit, he totally likes you. You think? Yes. What will you do? Don't know. Call him? Do I call him? Yeah, do it now. Oh my God, can't wait till next week when I get my car. I wish I had a car. Call him? Someone coughs, the bus way to say shut up, and they sigh, turn to each other and whisper. Don't see Ray's truck anymore, but I know it's there. The girls are babies, little girls like once upon a time one used to be. They are wiser, too. The world will not eat them whole. They talk all the way to their stop. Call him. Okay, but what do I say? Just call him. No coughing can stop them. Everyone breathes happy when they get off. I watch them walking away, strange, beautiful girls. No wonder Jake wants my skin. Girls like them would look right through him. My stop. Stand up, walk. Through the windows, large plastic pieces, smeared. I see nothing, but Ray standing where I will touch the ground, waiting. 49. This is my favorite story. I used to tell it all the time, whisper it in my brain over everything. Ray always shoved it through, hot hands pushing me, pulling me, stretching me out. He never heard my story, but he taught me it wasn't true. It was just pretend, but pretending is hard. Easy was turning on the TV and watching its endless stories, letting it tell me tales that ended with songs for toilet cleaners or cars. Watching Ray's face until everything was a blur, past fear, anger, hate, into nothingness. This is a story. Once upon a time there was a girl. She lived at 623 Daisy Payne. Her parents were named Helen and Glenn, and she had a room with blue walls. She had a computer and a desk and nail polish that she could wear to school. She would put on eyeshadow in the school bathroom with her friends, blue to match her eyes. She was almost 10, and right before her birthday she got sick and had to stay home and missed the big trip to see the aquarium. But her friends said it sucked, and there weren't any dolphins, and her parents said she never ever had to go there. She had her party and ate cake and ice cream, and then that's where the story ended. Even then, in the beginning, when I tried to pretend I couldn't. Nothing waited for that girl after she missed her trip. Nothing I could see past her room and her parents, and they didn't fade, never faded, but froze, never moving. What had been became what was, and a story only works when you know the ending. When the people in it don't seem like pretend, when you can think about the girl and how she was once upon a time, and see her, when you don't really already know the story is a lie. 50. Ray takes my arm as I step off the bus, hand around the upper part of it, smiling at the other person getting off. Tired-looking woman with straining plastic shopping bag, poking through a ripped corner. Green label. Vegetable. Vegetables always have green labels. In the supermarket, I stare at all the food. Peanut butter goes with jelly. Bread is with coffee. Vegetables across from pasta in its red or white boxes. Let's get you home, Ray says. I've been worried about you, wondering where you were. You should have told me when you were going out. Here, take my hand. You look tired. No one is listening. Bus gone. Chemical burning smell of it drifting over us. Women clutching her bag and heading down the sidewalk to the apartment. Ray's hand clamped claw over mine. 4 small separate buildings, 16 units in each one. Once I spent part of the morning figuring out how many there were, remembering school and how I hated to sit in my seat and do my work and do my homework. Learn, learn, learn. I remember so little, stripped down to bare fresh, breathing to stay alive. Say I love you. Say I want to be with you. Say thank you for taking care of me. Be good and everyone at 623 Daisy Lane will be safe. We live in Complex, too, over to the right. Down into the parking lot, dip that collects water when it rains. Then up past the ground, down grass where girls sometimes stand talking to boys. Ray catches glimpses of them out the window and shaking his head. That's what women do. How it all starts. Scratching his back through his t-shirt like the scars that still burn. He talks all the way there, so worried about where you were, so worried about how tired you look. What about your schoolwork? Hope you did it. Don't want you falling behind. You have to learn things. You hear that? You have to learn. Ray's voice is so steady my skin starts to shrivel. Ray has to work on talking like that. Not like this. Because he gets upset easily. The world is not a good place. It's full of bad things and people, and it bothers him. But he works on it. At work he says people call him Silent Ray because he's so quiet and he likes that it's better than Fat J or Pepperoni D or Assy the Clown, which is what everyone but Ray calls Harold, their boss. Ray says names are important. You don't give them away.